let's add some drums to this. This pattern right here is really cool. It's a cool sound. Okay, so I'm thinking like something like really slow trap drums, like boom. Okay, so maybe something like this. It sounds out of key. It is out of key. It's an E. So let me change that. So E is here. There we go. Ooh, I want to do like a little stutter, like. Ooh, yeah. Okay. And then go back into it. So they're all just like really short, stuttery sounding. Or maybe we can go up. I wonder if it would sound cool if it went like down. Maybe we just keep it simple and just kind of do something like this. I want it here. Well, maybe I could do like a slide note here. So maybe this. Grab a different 808 and I might put it there. So let me grab a more like appropriate 808 for like sliding. I think it was right here. This time, then we go down another octave. Really fan of this. So maybe I just leave it there and there, and then take off the end one. Maybe we pitch it up. Sounds kind of cool. Ooh, what if I like, hang on, ideas. So where are the 808s over here? It's kind of cool. You make sure it's in, like it stays in interval like this. That's kind of cool. It's like a neat little, maybe I'll make this all the way out here. So it's like a little heartbeat monitor. Just at the end there. It's kind of cool. I'm gonna go ahead and put these on the mixer channel. Oh, this is peaking so hard. Let me go ahead and put a soft flipper on. Just for now. And then on this one, I'm going to go ahead and put on my 808 stuff. Okay, and then maybe I can do something similar with the snares where I get a little bit different as I go. So maybe the second time around, these become rolls. So and maybe this time they disappear. And then they like get crazy. So it's like the pitch is changing kind of in a similar way. And then maybe we can make these like super high pitch. So I've got 3 different snares layered together. I just didn't like the, well, I liked the texture of that first one I had, but I didn't like the amount of like noise that was in it. Just it sounded kind of off to me. So I just started layering snares until I got a texture that I liked, and it was this. Okay, let's do something with the hats. I'm gonna take every other one like this and lower the velocity just so it's a little bit like different, has a little bit of a bounce to it. And then I think I'm gonna layer another hat. Sometimes I do this, I'll flip the second half of my hi-hat pattern just to see if it sounds cool. Sometimes it does. Better than the original, but I'm gonna keep it the way it is just so I get both. And then we'll copy and paste. Okay, I think I'm gonna add a crash. Add a couple more open hats. And maybe we can just make it kind of soft. And then maybe we can make it even softer and put some reverb on it. Take some dry signal off. Alright, I think I'm going to add a kick now. And I might just keep it simple and follow the 808 pattern. It's up there. Okay, I think I just want to copy this beginning part. Just keep the kick simple. Keep it the exact same. I do want to check the polarity. I think either way kind of works. This one might be louder. Yeah, that's louder. Okay, now I'm going to sidechain my kick to like everything. Because in this genre of music, I really want to make sure that my kick is heard. And one way to make sure that your kick is heard is to sidechain it to a bunch of different things. So the first thing I'll sidechain it to is, oddly enough, my main melody. So I'm gonna take it, sidechain it to my main melody, but I'm gonna be very like gentle with this, so it's not like super noticeable. I don't want it to be pumpy, like I don't want it to be noticeable, basically. So I'm gonna take the ratio, and normally I would just crank it all the way up like this. But in this case, because it's on the melody, I'm gonna be a little bit more gentle. So I'm gonna bring it back to like a 2-to-1 ratio, and then I'm just gonna barely pull it down. So we're just kind of ducking. Here, let me make this bigger so we can see it. So you can see the purple is the volume that's being ducked, and it's just barely being ducked down right as that kick is hitting, which probably isn't going to be noticeable. Like if I turn this off and then back on, it just sounds like the kick is hitting just a little bit harder, but just barely. Like, And by doing a lot of small things like this, it's going to make a big difference in the end. Hopefully. Now let's do it to the 808. I'll be a little bit more aggressive with the 808 sidechain. Now let's select it. And so instead of doing like 2 to 1, I just crank it all the way up to, what does this say, 20 to 1? Yeah. So let's hear with and without this. So here's without. And then here's with. So with as deep as I'm cutting down into this, it is kind of noticeable. So I might bring it up just a little bit. Sometimes it being noticeable isn't a bad thing, but in this case, I kind of want to be a little bit more subtle. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing with my snares. And I'm going to do something similar with the snares as I did with the melody, because I don't want to cut the sound out of the snare completely. I just kind of want to duck it down a little bit. So let's take the ratio and let's go to like 3 to 1. So a bit more than the melody, and then let's bring it down. There, it's kind of cool because sometimes it doesn't even hit at the same time, so it doesn't do anything. So this may not even be doing anything. Ducking out a little bit of that reverb sound away, basically. Let's do the same with the crashes. So let's go, I'm going to keep the ratio 20 like I did with the 808, so maybe less subtle here, but... And I don't really want it to be pumping on that, like that reverb so many times like this, so I am going to make it a little bit more gentle. Okay, so I think that's the majority of it. There are more things I could be doing to this. I will mix and master everything. I'm going to also arrange everything as well. But for the purposes of this video, this is more or less it. So let's listen back to it.